Hello everybody, this is Diane. I have a couple of things. When I just showed my unembellished journals with the Reader's Digest covers, I had an envelope sewn into the center of each signature, and which I do quite often, and I see lots of other people do it. But this time, for some reason, there were 4 or 5 of my viewers that wanted to see how it was done. So I'm going to just show that a little bit. I'm not going to actually demonstrate, but once I show you the trick, you will see, you'll know what to do if you know how to sew a signature together. So here's an envelope. I just kind of carefully pull on it to see if I can open it without doing too much damage. This one is working pretty well. And if it tears a little bit like that, it's not going to show. So I've opened this one up, and I have a few folded pages here, so let's just say this is a signature, did I get blurry, that I'm going to sew into the book. So I just put my envelope in the center and open it up, and then I'll clip the pages together. I usually put that flap down so it's not just in the way, and clip that. So I'm just going to sew right down the center, including the envelope right in it. Then when it's sewn into the journal, well, not that it matters, but this didn't get, there we go. Once it's sewn into the journal, you just glue it closed, and then it will flip like that in your journal. So that's pretty cool, huh? I remember the first time I saw someone had done that and they did a flip through, and I was like, how did they do that? Here's another one, and I think this one is going to be a little more trouble to open. So sometimes you can start it down here where it's not completely sealed at the bottom. This one is sealed really good, so I might not be able to do it with this one. But I sometimes will put a knife in there. Oh, yeah, this one is sealed too well. Sometimes you just can't. You might want to steam it. Oh, that one, this side is working. You can steam the envelope, or if you coffee dye an envelope, it probably will disintegrate the glue, and and then it'll open by itself. Okay, that's not going to work. So, like this one, it's leaving a layer of this paper down here, but that would be okay as long as the outside looks good. See? The outside looks good, even though it lost a layer here, because I'm just going to glue it back together. I had a little more trouble with this side. And if you have digital envelopes from a journal kit or something, they come printed like this, and you cut them out. That's really easy because they're already apart. So you just don't glue it together. You do the inking or whatever you want to do on the envelope, and then sew it in, and then glue it. And then you have it in your signature. So I hope that answers your questions and gives you something fun to do in the journals that you create. If you have any questions, if I didn't do that well enough, let me know, and I will actually do a demonstration sewing it in. I want to tell you what my next journal project is, because I'm pretty excited about it. Some of you may know, I can go zoom out now that I'm done with that envelope. Some of you may know that I've been collecting things for quite a while for Holly Hobbie journals. And that's what I'm going to do next. I'm so excited. So let me just show you. I'm actually going to make 4. This one is just going to be small. Obviously it's a small book, but it's going to be bound with my O-wires, with my Bind It All. So it won't have a sewn signature into the spine. It will have holes and then the wires. So it's just going to be kind of like a notebook with just for writing, but it might have some embellishments. It might have a pocket or two and maybe some slight embellishments, but I'm going to use a lot of the pages that come in the book. This is not a typical Holly Hobbie coloration, not her typical palette, which I'll show you in a bit, but it is genuine Holly Hobbie. It's pink and light blue And it's just, look at that cute picture. Look at the little duck. It's got a little hat on. And it's just adorable. So what I will do is cut this off and discard the spine. And then I will show you my process for doing this. I will have to cover the raw edge there. So I will show that to you. But I just wanted to show you the variety of books that will be. Each of these books is going to be different. So I selected some blue and a little pink. I didn't have there's a little pink and some gray. These pastel colors to go with this book. This is a typical Holly Hobbie palette. It has some blues, yellows, browns. This is my old book. And as you can see, it fell apart. I already took the pages out of it last night when I was prepping, getting ready to, figure out what kind of books I was going to make. But then I got a Happy Mail, and I have to apologize because I don't remember who sent this to me. And if it was you, if you're watching, please let me know. Because I got quite a few Holly Hobbie items in a Happy Mail. And this is the same book that I had. And this, I purchased this in 1979. So I'm keeping this one because it is still intact. It's a little bit coming apart, just a little, but it's still intact. The only thing was it was missing this page. Somebody took that page out. So I took that page out of my book, and just so I'd have all of the pictures. I'm keeping this because I love Holly Hobbie, and I'm just keeping this book for me. But since somebody sent me a new book, I get to use all the pages out of my original book from 1979. So I took the stitches out, and I have all these beautiful pages. Look at those pictures. There's just something, you see the Pioneer Girl type of art from the 70s, or even newer than that, and kind of similar to Holly Hobbie, but there is just something delicate and sweet about her pictures that sets them apart. Look at that delicate face. They're wonderful pictures. And there's Holly Hobbie. That's kind of like her trademark girl. So I'm going to show you some more covers and the kind of things that I've collected. This was sent to me, I believe. Now, Jeannie sent me some stuff, and that was more recent. So this is one of the items Jeannie sent me. And again, it's a different palette, but it is Holly Hobbie. So I will definitely use some of this in that pink book. It's got pink and blue. But I'll also use it in the other ones. It's too cute to not use. Then I have this book, Holly Hobbie's Happy Day book, and I picked this up at the library that was getting rid of books, my local library. Can you believe they were getting rid of that? So there are pages that go with this book that I will use. And I'll have to reinforce that one, but I think they're in pretty decent shape. So this one is going to be more of a square shape, and this will have a spine and sewn in signatures, and I just put a few pages with it. So these pages are going to go in that book, along with some other pages. Then I picked out this just plain cover because I like the size of it, and it'll have a new spine, so this spine won't be a part of it. This part might show a little bit, and I don't know if the green will. Probably none of it will show, because I decided that I'm going to take this gift wrap, Holly Hobbie gift wrap, and Mod Podge it onto the cover. And then I don't know what else I'll do to it. We'll figure that out later, but hopefully that'll cover up where these tape marks are. Hopefully you won't be able to see them through the paper. So I put some of these pages and some of these bigger pages with this one too. And I got this in a Happy Mail, And I'm sorry, I don't remember who. And it was pretty recent, too. I just didn't have time to go back and look at my Happy Mail videos to see who sent me what. But she said that this reminded her of Holly Hobbie, and it absolutely does. This is a good color palette. So it's got some kind of a rusty red and a teal and browns and gold, yellow gold, and really pretty colors. And these go really well with Holly Hobbie. So I am going to make a fabric covered journal with this. And there's enough fabric that I can also make fabric flips and other embellishments with this fabric. So this will be the fabric covered journal. And I'm thinking of putting this postcard on the front of it. But we'll figure that out later too. Is that all of them? 1, 2, yeah, that's 4. That's 4 Holly Hobbie books. So let me just show you what I have collected. So I showed you these pages from this book. I pulled some scrapbook paper last night, and I got out that piece of fabric, and then this is a Holly Hobbie dress that came off of a stuffed doll that I got at a flea market this past summer. So there's also teal and gold and burgundy in this. So this will help with my color palette also for the books, the 3 books. The 1 book is going to have a blue and pink color palette, the little notebook. So this was an actual Holly Hobbie dress that was on a Holly Hobbie doll. It has a tag. I could probably put the tag in a journal somehow. So I have that I can cut up and use. So these are scrapbook papers, and I need to do a lot of coffee dyeing. So I chose some with a tealish color and this blue. Now I just showed you some color box papers that I got at Walmart in a recent video, and one of them was French Prep. And those papers were perfect for this. I just didn't take any with the fleur-de-lis, but the colors, the blues and the browns, were perfect. And I like the style of them too. Maybe they're not as primitive as they should be, but I don't really think of Holly Hobbie as primitive. She's cute and country for sure. So these are all French Prep papers. Yeah, I think that one is too. So browns, tans, blues. Look at that one. So I thought they were perfect. So I took a lot of pages out of that French Prep book. And then this is just another piece of paper that I had that I thought went well. I have this little piece of scrapbook paper, or wallpaper. Really cute. The person that sent me that fabric that I showed you that I'm going to make the cover with also sent these. And I don't know if she meant these to be included with the Holly Hobbie items, but I thought that they were pretty good for it. Some of the items I bought from eBay a long time ago because I really intended to make this journal much sooner than I am making it, these journals. So I had gone to eBay looking for Holly Hobbie stuff. So some of this was from eBay, and then I've also found some things at flea markets. So here's just a couple of cards, and this one. So these came from eBay, and some of these I put into bundles and sold when I first bought them because I had so many of the playing cards that I had to, and I spent a lot of money on them for me. So I sold some, but I made sure I kept behind what I needed. Somebody sent these to me, I believe, and it's a whole set of these postcards. And I'm so grateful to the people who sent me Holly Hobbie stuff because it is a little hard to find. And I got these. I don't know if I bought these or if somebody sent them to me. But they're Christmas ones, but I'm going to include them because it's Holly Hobbie. Yeah, it's authentic. She's an American Greetings character. or American Greetings bought the rights to make stationery and stuff. And there's a Thanksgiving card with Holly Hobbie. And Jeannie also sent me these. There's a piece of stationery with the matching gingham envelopes. So maybe these envelopes will end up being in the center of signatures. They look like they're going to come apart easily. These are some Pioneer Children, which probably won't get used. I had put them in here in case I needed them, but I think I have enough. But these are really cute. These will go in a different journal. Bonnets and Blessings. And this is for a charity, Help the Children. And then this looks like it's from the 70s, but it's not Holly Hobbie. But she's also cute. Look at that one. Wait, I have to get back to it. There. They're cute. And these are fold-a notes, which I love to put in journals. So now these can go back in with my cards and stationery, and I can use them in another journal. Here's some more gift wrap. This is not Holly Hobbie, so I don't know if I'll use this, but it is a Bonnet Girl. And this one is Holly Hobbie, and it's pink. Now this is the same picture that's on the book cover. And I think I got gift wrap on eBay, so this, I don't know if I got that one on eBay or the one that I'm going to decoupage. I think I got the one I'm going to decoupage from eBay, and I'm not sure where I got that one. This says Holly Hobbie appliques, and I don't know. I think it was paper, not cloth appliques. So I have this paperback book, Holly Hobbie's Around the House book, and I think I ordered that from eBay. And it's 1978. I'm not going to use the cover for a book cover, but I want to use the pages. These are the illustrations that I remember and love. Look at that. Their faces are just so sweet. How can you not like them? I'm sure some people don't like Holly Hobbie, but this, I think I got this at a flea market or something like that, and it was just the top of a paper pad, and it's a Holly Hobbie image. I think these might be what those appliques were, but I don't know. This says Decoupage Craft. So, and they are all Holly Hobbie, and I believe somebody sent these to me in Happy Mail. And if it was you, please tell me. And I am very grateful. So I have lots of papers and illustrations. This is different for her, but it is Holly Hobbie. And then I got cards. So here's a little applique, but this is not Holly Hobbie. This is just a Bonnet Girl, so I'm pretty sure that didn't come in that package. Oh, I took this out of the Happy Day book, Holly Hobbie's Happy Day book. So this is going to go in one of the books. I'll just put something over here, but I'm going to leave this part the way it is. And I just recently received, along with the fabric pieces, I got some of these that came off of a box. So I'm hoping I can use them somehow. So I got a few tally cards from eBay. These tally cards. And this is the score pad that came with this tally card, and the playing cards came with this. It was a whole set. So somebody wrote on one of the pages, but you know, the tally cards, the score sheets aren't decorated with Holly Hobbie, but it came with the set. And then the playing cards. There's that one. And a blue one. She's really pretty. The corner of that card is gone. And that one. I love this one that has the plaid, or the patchwork border around it. These came in a set together. These are all the same. Looks like I'll have extra Holly Hobbie cards. And this one I love. And I love that one. Let's face it, I love them all. And then I got, these are the other pieces that came off that box. I got some note cards. And envelopes that match. They're just blank inside, but they open up. And lastly, Jeannie sent me these little buttons, which is quite cute because my mother owned a fabric store when I was a teen, and she had these Holly Hobbie buttons in her shop, and I made my sister, my youngest sister, who was 10 years younger than me, I made her a prairie kind of a dress because it was in the 70s, and I put these Holly Hobbie buttons on her dress. So I'll have to incorporate them in there somehow. So that's what I have to work with, and you will see me making a variety of different kinds of covers. So I think we'll have to do quite a few videos in this series so you can see how I put together the different kinds of covers. Is that something you want to see? You want to see the process for these? Let me know. And I'm going to get this video uploaded today. It's going to be late for my videos. It's already almost noon, but I didn't have a video ready for today, and I had errands to run this morning. So anyway, I wanted to get this up there so you could see the envelope trick before I forgot it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're excited to see the Holly Hobbie journals come together as I am excited to put them together. But before I get to have the creative fun, I have to do some coffee dyeing. Not my favorite thing, but I like the results, so we're going to do it. Thanks for watching and have a creative day today. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.